You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. Thanks for joining us for the bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Dan, how was your weekend?
It was fantastic. I just did my use, just hung around being ruggedly handsome. It's a little thing I do on weekends.
Going to a poetry slam, is that correct?
In a poetry slam, because I'm kind of a beatnik. I'm a man about. We don't even need to go there. Hey, here's a great question. What in the heck, and it's her birthday today, what the heck would you buy Kim Kardashian?
Clothes.
Has
Maybe
some clothes?
She never has any on.
She just chooses not to wear them. She's 38 today.
Oh, wow. I thought she was older than that.
No, Kim is 38. Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, would have been 63 today.
She was in my favorite movie, The
The
Burbs.
Burbs, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Immediately I was going to think Star Wars, but no,
No.
The Burbs.
Heidi's
Burbs,
favorite movie
love
would
it.
not be Star Wars.
But, Alfred Nobel, who had
Dynamite dude.
Yeah, and he had some kind of prize named after him. Allie, he's 186 today, and he's looking good.
Dynamite dude. I
Yeah.
thought that was Jimmy Walker.
Dynamite. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite. Jimmy Walker just made it cool.
Just remember, and I don't think I need to point this out to anyone listening, this is not an educational station.
It is.
That's not why we're here.
It is. Just a different kind of education. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Are you ready? If you plan to use a credit card while shopping, make sure you have the very best credit card for you. It's free to click around and see what we can do for you at bettercreditcards.net. We have options from many different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3, and it's time right now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan. I think that means good morning.
Little Radio Rangers, pretty excited. You know, we don't have a designated day for this, but when the old mailbag starts getting a little overflowing, though, we jump in the mailbag to a little Ranger Dan, little mailbag.
Nice.
Siphon through. Let's see. Certified mail, IRS. Certified mail. Treasury Department. No. Mail. Bureau, Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms.
Gotta have one in there somewhere.
Here we go. Dear Ranger Dan. Me and my own little brood, your little Radio Rangers, love gathering around the radio and listening to your show. You know, it's been a little concerning lately, though, where you only seem to talk about what you're selling or what you're trying to unload, everything from your merchandise to
People have noticed that, huh?
stuff going on. You know, when we first started listening, we really loved the fact that you would fill us in on critter knowledge.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It's been a while.
We thought you were, you know, far better than public broadcast and National Geographic and all the rest. So what gives there?
Nice.
Signed, Karen Lindquist.
Very cool.
Well, not the first time I've heard from Karen, and
She's a big fan.
that's not a surprise. You know, Karen, you make an interesting point, and with that letter in mind, you know, we just finished up the first all-inclusive, everybody bring your guns and go nuts, pheasant weekend, non-residents and residents alike. So here's a couple pheasant facts for you, and we'll lead into it, because I think you're absolutely right. Let's get back to what Ranger Dan is really here for.
Back to our basics, yes.
All right, here we go. Did you know that men and women are different?
Yeah?
Now, this is what I'm getting to. The same is pretty much true in the animal kingdom, and let's talk pheasants specifically here. The male's known as the rooster. Mm-hmm. Female pheasants known as the hen.
Yeah.
The males are far larger, have far brighter plumage. It's just a better-looking bird all the way around.
All right.
Looking, yeah.
Did you know that they are not migratory birds? They will hole up and stay in their roosts right here in South Dakota for the entire cold, hard winter months.
Never thought about it, but I didn't know.
South.
They don't go anywhere. Did you also know that pheasants can actually go for several days without food?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Really?
They're hardy birds, which is leading me to this. Males, or the roosters of the pheasants, actually form harems of 3 to 7 females, pens during the mating season.
Wow.
With that in mind, I'm excited to announce the first annual Ranger Dan Babes in the Woods Women's Retreat. Coming up later on this year. Space is limited, so simply go to the Ranger Dan website, fill out the application, download a couple of recent pics. My associates will be in touch. And that's the first annual Babes in the Woods Ranger Dan Women's Retreat. Well, that's it for your old buddy Ranger Dan today. You know the drill, Radio Rangers. Go to church, say your prayers, stay in school, eat your vegetables, don't be playing soccer, don't let me get you wearing Crocs. Ranger Dan out. Yes, sir.
Ranger Dan's Critter Corner right here on Sunny 93.3.
If you have a drug problem, don't let it ruin your life. You can be in treatment as soon as tomorrow, and you can start to get clean in as little as 7 days. Take the first step to get drugs out of your life at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything, so you really have nothing to lose. Timeforrehab.com. Start your new life. You deserve it. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3, and it's time right now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. We've got Dan Farris back in the studio here to enlighten us with some great water cooler talk.
That's, don't pressure me, John.
Okay. I set the standard pretty darn high there, Dan.
Man.
And this is actually this is pretty cool, and this is kind of international news, certainly national news. Normally we mess around here in Sioux Falls with what's going on. I just like this story.
Oh, okay.
Over the weekend, in fact, it was last Friday, I believe. Dateline, Cape Canaveral, Florida. Associated Press, world's first female spacewalking team made history.
Yeah.
High above planet Earth.
That's really cool.
NASA astronauts Christina Koch and Jessica Meir exited the International Space Station late Friday, the first time in half a century of spacewalking that a woman floated around without a male crewmate. Their job? Fix broken part of the station's solar power network.
Really?
Awesome.
Yeah, America's first female spacewalker, and I think we mentioned this a few weeks back. It was 35 years ago. Kathy Sullivan. Yeah. Actually made the first spacewalk. But this was 2 female astronauts working together, wrenching on the space station, which I love so much. And here's what happened. It took a few hours longer than was scheduled, because when they get out there, it occurred to them they were wearing the exact same outfit. So one of them had to go back in and change. So congratulations.
You had me.
To,
hook, line, and sinker, Dan. I was hanging right on every word.
Most of that story is legit, John.
Sunny Radio. With news so fresh, we make it up as we say it. I appreciate it, Dan. Thank you for coming in, man.
You bet. My eyes are to the sky, John.
We got some entertainment news of the day to get to. And before that, we've got our Maverick Recruiting Top Gun of the Week. It's on the way on Sunny 93.3.
The average household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. If you find yourself in that position and you're making minimum payments, you could be in debt for a long time. Make sure you have the very best card with the very best rates at bettercreditcards.net. We work with different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net, bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time right now for the Maverick Recruiting Top Gun of the Week. I live for this right here, by the way.
Do you?
I do. I love it.
Well, this week, anybody who is my friend on Facebook who has seen the photos that I
Oh, my
posted
goodness.
we got some awesome pieces from the statuary here in town.
Red F. Russell over there?
Yeah.
Love that place.
It's really cool. They've got a whole yard of statues and different monuments and things that are all made of concrete.
Yeah, we got a giant eagle by our flagpole and a ridiculously huge Easter Island head for the backyard, which is everybody
funny.
needs.
We did not plan on that. We're there, and Heidi was like, let's get one of these too.
We need that.
The giant Easter Island head was an impulse buy.
It really was.
But it was beautiful. I love it. I'm so happy with it. Anyway, they were amazing. The service was amazing. They helped us load the thing. It was beautiful. They do have delivery available too if you're wanting to have something brought to your home because they are really heavy and it was quite a challenge to get those in place.
Fortunately, we had a skid loader here, so we were able to unload it ourselves. But I was like, that would be very handy for them to do that if you needed to have that service done. So.
But Cliff and Stephanie, they're phenomenal people.
And their son who helped load it,
and their son even helped load their little guy out there
Yeah.
helping to maneuver those big statues into the trailer. It was really cool.
You could tell he's done that before, too.
Yeah, it was really cool.
He and
So-
Dad were quite the team loading that.
Highly recommend going out there and checking out what they do because it's awesome.
If you would like to find an awesome job, the folks at Maverick Recruiting, that's what they do, is they help awesome people find awesome jobs. And if you happen to be an employer looking for awesome people, they can help you as well. Reach out, John at maverickrecruiting.com, or if you just go to the website, maverickrecruiting.com, they can get you all hooked up. This has been your Top Gun of the Week from Sunny Radio and Maverick Recruiting.
If you can't have a drink without it leading to another drink and another drink, maybe it's time to get help. There are programs designed to help take alcohol out of your life for good at timeforrehab.com. Don't let a drinking problem spill over into other areas of your life. Get help to quit drinking and start living the life you truly deserve at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3, and it's time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
You know them, you love them, you follow them religiously. Remember the root word of honest fanatic. Celebrities, oh man, they're everywhere. They're like cockroaches. It's crazy. You guys are movie freaks. I mean, you watch a lot of movies because
We do.
day doesn't go by where one of you goes, hey Dan, have you seen this movie? And I will go, why no, I have not, but I'll put it on my list, which doesn't exist, and no, I will never watch that movie.
You know what we need to do? We need to just someday
Nope.
make Dan watch some of these movies with us.
Strap him to a chair.
But here's what's going on. The art of the sequel, and to me, it's probably the only one that ever made sense to me would be the Godfather movies because they were just so fantastic.
Back to the Future was good too,
and told the story. But here's what's coming up. Here's what's on the horizon with remakes and sequels. Now we're all aware of Top Gun 2, Top Gun Mavericks coming out, and that sounds pretty good. It's been a very, very long time since the original. And just so you know, Tom Cruise is back, of course. Val Kilmer is back as Iceman. Jennifer Connelly is going to be in it, and John Hamm.
Oh, I didn't know he was
John Hamm, yeah. This one kind of surprised me. Indiana Jones 5 has been greenlit.
Oh, wow.
With Harrison Ford, who's in his 70s now.
There was one episode of that where Sean Connery was playing his dad.
Yeah.
So I think the last version of that, didn't they have a kid? What's the kid's name that was trying to follow in his footsteps?
I can't remember what his name is, but yeah, it was really bad.
And then there were aliens for no particular reason. You're like, wait a minute,
was
what?
Really bad.
What just happened here?
Angelina Jolie, they just rocked out
Shia LaBeouf, that was his name. Maleficent.
Yeah, that one, thanks. This is probably the most interesting one coming down the pike. Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, depending on if you're from Sisseton or Sioux Falls. Pirates of the Caribbean 6.
Oh, my goodness.
Is coming out. And here's the kill shot on this. No Johnny Depp. There will be no Captain Jack Sparrow.
What?
And they haven't cast it yet, but it will be a female pirate lead.
Okay.
Yup.
Is Russell Brand going to take over?
Men in Black International is coming. There'll be no Tommy Lee Jones. There'll be no Will Smith. In fact, it's going to be headed up by Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
And Tessa Thompson, whoever in the world that is. The only one we really, really need to care about is Bill and Ted Face the Music with my lifelong,
that one I am
lifelong
excited about.
BFF, Keno Reed. He's in that. So, you know, I called Keno last night, and as usual, man, the phone just rings and rings. He's such a rascal.
Well, Dan, thanks for coming in with that.
Oh, my pleasure, John.
Yeah. Been a little bit of entertainment news for you right here on this Monday. We've got a Movie Star Monday coming up in a bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny.